Hello, parents. As parents, we often look for creative ways to help our children learn through play. But did you know that simple items like spoons, popsicle sticks, rubber bands, fork, bottle caps, and markers can actually strengthen your child's brain? So in this video, I will show you a series of fun hands-on activities using these everyday materials designed to boost focus, coordination, and cognitive skills. So let's get started. So let's begin with a super fun and powerful brain boosting activity, that is the cross hand color sorting. For this setup, I have taken paper one on one. I have written the word red using a red marker, and the other I have written blue using a blue marker. So instead of sorting with the same hand, we are going to use the cross our hands method. That means the right hand will go across the body to place the blue block on the left side, and the left hand will go across to place the red block on the right side. At first it might feel little confusing, and that's the beauty of it, because when a child crosses their hands and the left and the right sides of the brain start communicating more effectively. So for this one, you just need a sheet of paper and two markers, one for each hand. I have drawn small dots in rows on both sheets. Now the child holds one marker in each hand and the fun begins. On one side, the child draws a U shape connecting the dots, on the other side as inverted U at the same time. Or you can even use both the hands together to do the same direction. So this kind of activity is called the bilateral drawing, and it is amazing for building coordination between both sides of the brain. So when your child moves both hands together, the left and the right hemisphere must communicate constantly. The left brain is guiding the right hand for structured movement, while the right hand is handling spatial awareness and creativity, and both are working in perfect sync. You will notice your child slowing down, concentrating deeply, and maybe even smiling when the shapes start matching. So that's exactly when their brain is learning the most. It improves focus, handwriting control, visual tracking, and even midline crossing. So, all essential for smooth writing later on. So if you want to make it more fun, try using different colors for each hand. Draw different patterns like waves, zigzag, or circles, or even playing soft background music to keep the rhythm. A few minutes of this every day can truly make a big difference in your child's writing fluency and concentration. So for this activity, I have placed three spoons on one side of the paper. These act like little obstacles, and drawn a big rectangle on the other side. In one hand, the child is holding a marker, and in the other hand, a bottle cap. So now here's the challenge. Both hands have to work at the same time but do different things. The left hand taps across the spoons, tap, 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 and move in between the spoons, moving in rhythm from top to bottom. Meanwhile, the right hand moves the bottle cap all around the rectangular path. Alright, this one is one of my absolute favorite because it looks simple but gives such a deep workout for your child's brain. I have drawn matching patterns on both sides, some square lines and spirals, and given two markers to the child, one in each hand. But now here's that fun twist. The child has to draw with both hands together just like a mirror, and also match the colors while doing it. Okay, so in this one activity, the brain is doing so many things at once. It's controlling both hands, watching the colors carefully, it's even matching the patterns, and switching pens with quick thinking and coordination. So, this kind of activity strengthens the connection between the left and the right hemispheres of the brain. It improves visual tracking, motor control, and color pattern association, all while building focus and patience. You will also notice how your child slows down, plans their movement, and then switches colors. That's the brain learning to pause, think, and respond. So remember, when your child is drawing and switching colors like this, it's not just art, it's whole brain learning in action. So for this activity, I'm using just a few simple items: colorful popsicle sticks, two bottle caps, a paper cup, and a fork. That's it. So we begin by balancing a popsicle stick on top of the bottle caps, one on each side, just like a little bridge. But here's where the fun starts. The child uses one hand to hold and balance the structure gently with the fork, while the other hand works to add or adjust the popsicle sticks without letting the bridge fall. So, this means both hands are doing completely different tasks, and one is steady and controlled, the other is active and dynamic. So that's exactly what builds bilateral coordination, which means both sides of the brain must communicate quickly and accurately. And you'll also notice how your child's eyes track carefully, how their fingers adjust with their tiny movements, and how their brain constantly plans, should I move this first or the other one? So, this back and forth decision making strengthens executive function, focus, and fine motor precision. So, once the child balances one layer, you can increase the challenge, add another popsicle sticks on top, try using different colors and ask them to follow a pattern, or balance the stick using a fork on one side and the bottle cap on the other, like this. You can even add a small paper cup at the end. Ask the child to transfer the balance sticks into the cup without dropping them. And the best part, it's hands on, screen free, and full of laughter when the stick tumbles and they try again. So for this one, I have just used a few simple things, a handful of rubber bands, a toothpick, and a popsicle stick. The child has to hold the toothpick in one hand, pick up a rubber band carefully, and then transfer it onto the popsicle stick held in the other hand. It sounds easy, right? But the brain is working hard behind the scenes here because both hands are doing completely different jobs. One hand is managing a delicate pincer movement, picking up and balancing the rubber band, while the other hand has to stay steady and hold the stick in place, right? So, as your child tries to loop the rubber band onto the stick, their brain is practicing focus, patience, and problem solving. If the rubber band slips, they have to adjust their grip, slow down, and try again. And that persistence is what builds real motor intelligence. Matching with circles. Take a sheet of paper and draw several circles on it, then color some of the circles in different shades. Now hand your child a bunch of bottle caps in matching colors and ask them to place each cap on the correct circle. At first, they might randomly place the caps, but encourage them to observe carefully and match the colors correctly. This simple activity sharpens their observation skills, builds focus, and strengthens hand-eye coordination. This activity also helps with color recognition, problem solving, plus it's another fantastic way to reuse bottle caps instead of throwing them away. For younger kids, you can start with just 2 or 3 colors and gradually add more to make it challenging. If you have multiple kids playing, turn it into a fun speed game who can match all the colors the fastest. If you're enjoying this video, then give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and go check out my website for amazing brain activity resources. For this one, I have drawn lines on a piece of paper, and at top of each line there are circles of 4 different lengths. Each circle is also colored differently. Your child's job is to match the bottle caps to the circles, paying attention to both the length and the color. This activity does so much. It's a great way to practice measurement skills and spatial awareness, which are essential when they start learning about length and sizes in school. Plus, it's a fun introduction to the concept of comparing and contrasting. They'll have to carefully look at the circles, decide which one is the longest or shortest, and then find the matching bottle cap. You can also turn this into a memory game to really challenge their brain. Once they have matched the caps to the circles, cover the grid with a cloth or a paper and have your child try to remember where each color and sizes were placed. By doing this, your child is building critical thinking skills. And that's how you can turn simple household items into powerful brain boosters. So try these with your child and see how much focus coordination they build through play. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our video, and I will see you in the next video with more brain boosting ideas. Thank you for watching.